morning. Thank you for being here at Hungerford Elementary School for the first day of school. I'm Scott Howard. I'm the Chief Communications Officer for Orange County Public Schools, and this is the first day of school for the 2021-22 school year. We want to say welcome back once again to all of our children, our families, our employees for the first day. We have school board members here today joining us. I'd like to recognize them at this time. District 3, Linda Cobert is here, and District 5, Vicki Elaine Felder is here as well. Also joining us this morning is Superintendent Dr. Barbara Jenkins, of course. We welcome with us once again our partners in education who've done so much for the school and this community since we last met and including today. Travel and Leisure is here today, and we'll have more excitement that we'll talk about with what's happening with the children here at Hungerford in just a few minutes. But now I would like to turn it over to our superintendent, Dr. Barbara Jenkins.
Thank you, Scott. Good morning, and thank you for being here. I have to tell you, it never gets old. Even in the midst of a pandemic, the first day of school is just special. And when we see bright, shining faces and the excitement of another school year, it simply warms our hearts. It reminds us of why we got into this business. The very beginning of the school day here at Hungerford, there was a big group of cheerleaders out front, including the mayor of Eatonville and others who cheered our students on, some of our special guests who cheered our students on. Give them the feeling that they are supported and they are cared about by the entire community and that they can have a great year. Had a chance to visit a few schools from the hallway. I don't go into classrooms as I've done in the past, but from the hallway, having wonderful conversations with young people, and they said things like, "We got a lot of neat stuff." One young man said, I said, "Well, what's in the book bag? I heard you got gifts from Travel and Leisure," and they said, "Everything." We got everything. He said, "I have more than the stuff I wanted." And so the children are just so ecstatic. Can't thank our partners enough for what they've done. I wanted to start with that because it's a special day. First day of school. I always feel like I need to have a new outfit for the first day of school. I can't always swing it, but it is just special. And I want to thank our entire community for helping us make another school year a reality. So let me give you just a couple of tidbits in case you hadn't heard. On behalf of the board, my two board members who are here, and our entire board, we want all of our staff and our parents to know how much we appreciate support and working together during such a challenging year. In case you hadn't heard the numbers, we have 209,000 students expected this year. It's about a $3,000 increase over where we ended last year with our enrollment. And OCPS has 24,000 employees. 14,000 or so are our actual teachers and instructional staff. Then we have to have cafeteria workers, bus drivers, secretaries, paraprofessionals, administrators, attorneys, accountants. All that it takes to make this great organization run includes about 24,000 employees. Now, let me say something about face masks. They are required in Orange County Public Schools for all of our employees, all of our visitors on campus, our volunteers. We absolutely welcome volunteers like the ones you see here. We need them to help lead our students to success. But they are required to wear face masks if they are on our campus indoors. Outdoors, not so much of a concern, but indoors it is required. And for our students, unless a parent has sent in a note this morning to opt out, the face masks are also required. The board agreed that was an extra stipulation, an extra mitigation that could help protect our students and our staff. 30 days is the length of time we have that in place, both for our employees and for our students, at which time we will reassess with our healthcare professionals, Dr. Pino and his team, and I will consult with the board again to determine where we go from there. We understand it is certainly a pretty significant debate in the community and with parent preferences. The board and I respect every parent right to choose, and we've made sure schools understand no matter what an individual student's choices or their parents' choices, that they will be treated with respect. Let me say a little bit about our food nutrition services. This is important news for all of our families. Once again this year, due to the pandemic and additional funding that has been provided, all of our children can eat breakfast, lunch, and even supper program, if it's at your school, can eat all of those meals free of charge. Laura Gilbert from Food Nutrition Services is here in case anyone wants to speak to her later. They are all, every single student can eat free of any charge due to the pandemic. It's the second year that we have such a provision. And any student, by the way, should they have to go home due to either testing positive or being quarantined, I know these terms like the back of my hand now. Isolated is when you have a positive test. Quarantine is when you have exposure. Those children can still come for curbside pickup for their meals as well. We don't want anyone, regardless of status with the COVID-19, to miss a meal. I also want to remind parents and the community that our health and safety manual is up on our website. Fluid is the best term I can use. As we get additional information, it will adjust, it will change. I wish I could tell you that we are set for the entire year and nothing else would change. I can't promise you that. Every time there is a called meeting for superintendents with the Department of Education, we kind of hold our breath to see if something else will change. Our last meeting on yesterday did not bring any additional changes to Orange County. Our website also has frequently asked questions about the start of any school year. All of the COVID-19 issues are at the very top of the page, but any questions or concerns you have around transportation, around provided services, all of that is available on our webpage. I want to make sure everyone has a safe start to the school year and a continual atmosphere of safety. So we ask again, every parent, every guardian, if your child does not feel well, please keep them home. Parents, if the child, even if they don't have a temperature, if they say, I don't feel well, I have a stomach ache, my head hurts, doesn't have to be a temperature. If they're not feeling well, out of an abundance of caution, please keep your children home. We say the same thing to our employees. If you're not feeling well, slightest concern, then you need to stay at home. We're doing frequent cleaning and disinfecting, hand washing, sanitizing, social distancing where feasible. And I want to be clear, if the majority of our students return to school as we expect, the social distancing will be limited because we only have so much space in our classrooms if all the children come back. Lunch shifts, sometimes principals can be creative and have some classes eat outside and try to spread groups out. We've got only so much supervision and so much time in the school day that can be taken away from instructional minutes. So the social distancing will be challenged in some instances, but as much as feasible, we're going to provide that distancing. I also want to encourage folks to be taking advantage of the free testing that is available. Dr. Pino, Florida Department of Health, are going to be partnering with us, providing even more locations for free testing. It's probably one of the best strategies for anyone who is the least bit concerned about exposure or potentially having contracted the virus. And lastly, we are encouraging the vaccine for those who will consider it. Check with your own healthcare provider. We don't pretend to know your healthcare circumstances, but look on our website. Ask Mac is a video that our medical advisory committee provided. Lots of answers to typical questions and testimonials of physicians and surgeons and head of pediatrics and such who have not only taken the vaccine but have given it to their children as well. So we encourage folks, look on our website if you have questions about the vaccine. I want to change course now just for a little bit to talk about where we are today at Hungerford Elementary. You heard me mention how excited the young people were. So you may recall just a few months ago we announced a new scholarship program in partnership with Travel and Leisure. Well, Hungerford students today came in to find out they were the direct beneficiaries of that scholarship. It offers to graduating seniors from the town of Eatonville who attend Hungerford Elementary School and then graduate from either Edgewater or Evans or Wekiva based on magnet programs. They may be in any of those three high schools. They will have scholarships to a Florida public college or university or a technical college in the state of Florida. I want to introduce Melody Bostic Brown, Travel and Leisure Charitable Foundation board member, to say more. Ms. Brown, welcome.
It's It's an exciting day. Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Thank you, board members and all those in attendance. Good morning. I'm Melody Bostic Brown, one of the board members with the Travel and Leisure Charitable Foundation. Our focus is making a difference in the communities where we vacation as well as where we live, including right here in Eatonville. In extending our support to the nation's oldest Black incorporated municipality, our desire is to make a lasting impact by providing educational opportunities for students in this community. This morning, the Travel and Leisure Charitable Foundation donated backpacks to every single student here at Hungerford Elementary. That's about 350 bags. I can't tell you how exciting it was seeing the kids walk the red carpet, as Dr. Jenkins mentioned, and then their excitement as they received those backpacks filled with all the supplies they needed for the school year. It was quite remarkable. A little bit more about the foundation. The foundation was established a few months ago, and we're thrilled about our first endeavor, partnering with the Orange County School Board to launch the Travel and Leisure Eatonville Scholarship Program. This program will fund scholarships for students who live in Eatonville, went right here to Hungerford Elementary, and will graduate from Edgewater, Evans, and Wekiva High Schools. Students will also plan to attend a public university, community college, or technical school in the state of Florida. I'm happy to share we will begin awarding those scholarships to graduating seniors this school year. On behalf of the Travel and Leisure Foundation, we look forward to providing well-deserving kids in Eatonville the opportunity to attend college or vocational school without financial barriers. Thank you so much, and happy first day of school.
So let me also mention Principal Harris. I'm looking for her. Principal Harris certainly can speak to the wonderful reception that the students received this morning and how excited they are. Be honest with you, when we made the original announcement, our concern was that families and parents would not be aware of what was being offered to them, but we've remedied that thanks to Principal Harris. Would you like to say a word?
Sure. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone and to the Travel and Leisure Company for becoming such a wonderful partner of Hungerford Elementary and the community of Eatonville. The entire community, the faculty, staff, and the parents and students are ecstatic. Thank you so much, and we look forward to the partnership that we're going to have with you. As we were saying, that they provided book bags this morning for every student here, and I sent a supply list with every what they needed, and every supply was in the book bag, and the students were so excited. One little boy just came in and said, "Ms. Harris, where's my book bag?" I said, "I promise, it's there, you will get it." So we thank you for your partnership, and then for the parents to know that as long as their students just stay focused and do well academically and graduate, they will receive a scholarship to a Florida college or university or technical school. Can you only imagine? That is absolutely wonderful. So the morale that is increasing here around the community, school, faculty, and staff, we thank you as well. We thank you. And last but not least, as our wonderful Dr. Jenkins said, we wanted every student to feel really good about starting school this year. And even though we know that we're still in sort of a pandemic, we wanted them to know we are ready to learn, and we're going to be excited this year, and we're going to do such a wonderful job. So everyone, including the Travel and Leisure Company, the Mayor of Eatonville, Mr. Wright, everyone here was here to welcome all the students to walk the red carpet into the school. And if you could see the smiles on their faces when they got all the hand claps walking into the school, knowing that they are valued and everyone knows that they are special, it was such a special and wonderful moment. So again, I want to say thank you to all of you for everything that you're doing for Hungerford Elementary and our community.
Thank you, Principal Harris. Your enthusiasm, I love it, I love it. We'd like to invite the Travel and Leisure Company team to come up right now, just for us to recognize them, get a picture. Thank you all for being here today.